Hello, everyone, and we're getting set for our 10th video of our WMMA 5 series for All Star Pro. And yeah, we did go down a little bit in credibility, but ultimately ended up being okay. Um, yeah, and we're just playing catch up to TW9 at the TW9 series at this moment. Uh, I did the math. Well, not really math, but I figured out that if I continued on one show for each episode, I would be at episode 14 here in August 2024, and we're in July 2024. So I thought for the next TW9 video, I will do uh all the shows in August for that one video, and then to catch that, make that go up to 13, it would be I would do Tsunami and Violent Intent on the same episode. Um, and that works considering that literally uh they're literally right next to each other. It's Tsunami to on at this moment, and then next day is Violent Intent. So I think that works just fine. Um, Rising Tide has a fight still with nobody. Yeah, there's a to be announced. Let me take a look, see here. Looks like it'll have to be um Claire Guthrie. We also did get Conor McGregor and Ollie Omar. It's all the way up until 70 ASP 73 though. But yeah, even the score is going to definitely do some wonders for us. Um and hopefully we can continue on putting on great shows. We will not be having any prelims. Let's get straight into it. You already know what time it is. Oh, that's why there's Bellator's got a show going on. I was like, what's going on here? There we go. Tsunami taking place in Vermont. Uh, in our main event being uh some suit. I mean, some both of these two making their debuts. Uh, Aileen Bash versus Carly Steelman. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Here we go. Uh, Carlton minus loses by knockout with a knee. The fight was decent. Okay. Jacqueline O'Hare versus Anahi Tillman. Tillman loses in unanimous decision. The fight was decent. Okay. Steve Carl takes on Andre Harrison. Andre Harrison defeats Steve Carl in unanimous decision. The fight was decent. It looks like Harrison would like to fight Dan Ige. Interesting. William Macario versus Mikey England. Mikey England loses by knockout elbow. The fight was good. Okay. Sorry about that. Matt Myers will take on Eric Wisely. Eric Wisely loses in TKO strikes. The fight was great. This may end up being Eric Wisely's retirement. No, Eric Wisely did not retire. I'm a little surprised by that. Um, got two Iowans fighting each other. Nate Williams wins in unanimous decision. The fight was great. Nice. Um, Kayla Christensen, Christensen taking on Kania Hoagland. Both of these two making their pro debuts. Kania Hoagland defeats Kayla Christensen in submission knee bar. The fight was good. So, congratulations on her pro debut win. More fighters making their pro debut. Corey Lippert defeats Appleseed in TKO strikes. The fight was good. And we've got the co-main event. Eleanor Lampley goes up against Melinda Beeman. And Eleanor Lampley defeats the pro debutee in submission Kimura. The fight was good. And she keeps it simple. And then we see Aileen Bash versus Carly Steelman. In the main event, Aileen Bash defeats Steelman by knockout kick. The fight was great. Some very good stuff there. An 80 critical rating and a 63. That puts us at mid-level national, so we should gain some popularity there. We should do a good job, hopefully. Yes, we do increase our popularity everywhere. Love to see it. Give out the awards. $1,098,771. Just continue to put on some great continuing on there with some great stuff. Uh, that was a pretty good show. I would say with an 80% critical rating. I didn't even look at the pay-per-views or the attendance gate, but I do know that we are continuing to get more people in attendance with our increase in popularity and with our credibility and stability being pretty high right now. Uh, I think we're setting I think we're setting ourselves up just fine. Honestly, I think we're set for a while. And yeah, we're just getting set now for our next show and maybe uh booking some more fights for upcoming cards. Uh ASP 20 violent intent. Bunch of people complete their suspension. Auto contract renewal. Barkowski has now left after completing all his contracted fights. Uh, he signed with ACA. Looks like he was a low level national fighter. Uh, all of his, 4-0, made his debut at ASP. He had something going on, but ultimately ACA took him. And other other big names are probably gonna end up taking some of my fighters too. Um, I'm gonna look to see if there's any high named fighters I can grab. Let's see. Unemployment, active fighter, minimum name value. Let's go low level national. See if there's anybody. All right. A former UFC fighter. So UFC made some more cuts. Amanda Serrano on hiatus. Luis Palmino also on hiatus. Ronnie Yaya is former UFC fighter too. Bells. Yeah, I don't really see anybody else. Um, that's completely fine. Our credibility went up. That because of the sponsorship and uh, research funding bonuses. But without any further ado, I think we should get to ASP violent intent. Let's take a look here. There are no ranked fighters for this event either. Uh, we've got a catchweight fight taking place. Two catchweight fights actually. Both of these two ended up weighing at 101 pounds. Um, they're both undefeated. 10-0 and 9-0. So they're both pretty. That's a pretty stacked main event there. And then we've got Francisco Figueiredo versus Tony Laramie. That's our co-main event. The other catchweight fight going on is our opening bout. 2-0 and 0-1. So that's our other catchweight fight that's taking place. Yeah, I should be back. I shall be back. All right, and we're back. And I managed to find a bunch of people. I found a bunch of fighters that I could sign to All Star Pro. Uh, yeah, there's a whole bunch of fighters that joined up that I am looking to sign. Um, there were some fighters that I think got out of the I think they're done recuperating. Um, so I'm gonna take a look at that. Let's see challenges. Zvia Lisveli. Uh, no Pedro Munaz. Uh, Michael Giselle. I'm gonna just take a look through the assistant. There is none. Okay. So I'm going to I'm gonna do a female open weight fight. Uh, high level regional. Yeah, sure, why not? They're both technically preliminary, but sure, we'll do it. And then I think I want to do a catch weight fight here, honestly. Uh, taking a look at the challenges once again. Okay, he's not available for Tanner Bosser. Mid-level regional though. Uh, it would be a mid-level regional fight though. So I don't know if I should put it on the main card. I think I should wait because we're not getting very many main card fights right now. But I need to put people into the prelims. That's what I need to do. So Frazier, Henderson, and uh, Tanner Bosser in this guy. Sure, we'll put that in the prelims. And then we'll do a female open weight fight too. Miranda Barber to be announced. We'll put this in the prelims as well. Actually, I'm gonna wait. Just because I need to have fighters fight, even if it is for the prelims. So, Sean Mitchum, Jackson McVeigh. Um, this would be mid-level regional, so I'll put this in the prelims. Prelim termination. All these fighters are mid-level regional. I'll put these two in the prelim as well. Female open weight. Okay, never mind. Hopefully we can get some fighters to sign. Violent Intent should have we'll have a catch weight fight as the main event, And we're having another catch weight fight to open the show. Yeah. Both of these two undefeated, making their ASP debut. So let's take a look. Let's get on with the show, though. No need to do a pre-show analysis. We're just gonna get straight on into the fight. Uh, Whom gets his first win over Theodore Road? The fight was good in unanimous decision. It was supposedly it was a huge upset. So yeah, that's great job for whom. Uh, Elodie Harrelson and Daphne Bibbs. Daphne Bibbs gets the victory. 9-1 and 30-1. She wins by submission with a guillotine. The fight was good. Okay. Brayon Tufnell versus Devontae Smith. And Brayon Tufnell remains undefeated in submission, rear naked choke. The fight was great. He's gonna celebrate by going to a local club and everyone's invited. Okay, cool. Jacqueline Kiss and Millie Humans. Millie Humans is no longer undefeated. She loses by submission, rear naked choke. The fight was good. And yeah, great stuff there for Jacqueline Kiss. Alexander Ebner versus Gunnar Spain. And Alexander Ebner remains undefeated in TKO. Gunnar Spain has not won a fight yet. That's a little surprising too, because he was set to be. He's got a lot. He probably had a lot of picks. Toya O'Hara versus Rayon Anderson. Rayon Anderson wins by unanimous decision. Keep it simple. Alicia Zapatella versus Caitlin Sammons. And Alicia Zapatella wins by unanimous decision. The fight was decent. Cool beans. And Danielle Taylor versus Lucy Welch. Lucy Welch is making her pro debut. Lucy Welch wins in her debut by unanimous decision. The fight was average. But yeah, great stuff there. Tony Laramie versus Francisco Figueiredo. Francisco wins by split decision. The fight was good. Nice. And then we've got our main event, Charlie Lovely versus Hale Badger. Both of these two undefeated. Who will remain undefeated? Charlie Lovely wins by TKO. The fight was great. So she becomes 11-0 and Hale Badger 9-1. Charlie Lovely was a big bet in the first place, but yeah, what a main event there. Seemed like a pretty awesome catch weight fight. We went to mid-level national, so we should gain popularity. We got a pretty high critical rating. So yeah, some pretty good stuff. Popularity does increase everywhere as expected. Sure, we'll just keep the awards as that. And we gain $1,046,375. Great stuff. We're just continuing to increase popularity, and we're continuing to uh, put on incredible cards. Hopefully, um, I may end up changing how many fights we do, though. I may end up doing less fights each show, and then doing more prelim fights as well, because I have a lot of people signed with All Star Pro that aren't very popular, and I'm hoping I can get some more fighters that are popular. That's my whole plan, is to eventually start continue on signing fighters that are more popular, and to also then but also give the fighters that I aren't very popular a chance at All Star Pro. Um, so there will be starting ASP 30 Blitz. We will have like uh at least 2 preliminary fights for each show. One for the male open weight division and one for the female open weight division. At least. Um, I'm not gonna really split it up necessarily the way I would with the main card, where I do 5 male open weight fights and then 5 female open weight fights. I'm completely fine with having uh I don't really know, but the UFC is targeting a bunch of the fighters I'm trying to sign. Um, let's see. I'm gonna just kind of go through this. There's 122 fighters that we need to go through, so I'll go through some of these. Um, I'll be going through some of these. I want to skip through some of them. You won't have to worry about that. Gunnar Spain's getting a contract renewal attempt. Danielle Taylor, Devontae Smith, and uh, some people have left. A lot of these fighters I am not really worried about either. Oh wait. Okay, that's it. That's everything. All right. I shall be back. Oh, we got Antanas Buico. Uh, he's considering more than one offer. We're gonna bump that up to 50,000. Let's do it. He would seriously consider signing. Great shit. Let's hope he stays. Jace Velos from Australia. We're the only one he's considering. There wasn't really anything else noteworthy, but um, yeah, UFC has been trying to take on a bunch of fighters, and yeah, I'm just hoping for some more great stuff for All Star Pro, and that's really the end game. But and we're gonna have to change some shit up probably, like I said last time. So yeah, and that should be it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.